All right, here we go. Actually, continue on. Here, continue on. Next specific question: transgender, hate mail, homosexual, hate mail, atheist, hate mail. Basically, we reacted to a bunch of screencaps on YouTube. Even aren't there any response to comments? I'm really against these deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. Let's continue on here with this girl, with ovaries, who's saying she's a dude. But she, of course, is not. Yeah, it's trying to justify this lifestyle built on lies. Doesn't work. She's trying to justify it anyway. So continue on. I don't know what to tell you. This is the proven way to make it go away through lies. Are you trying to force yourself to be something I wasn't? Yes, you still are. I would be comfortable skin if I had a chance. Absolutely, you have to learn to. You ain't. It's not something that magically happens. You have to learn to do it. I have prayed to every god anyone come up with and more to make it go away. You know it, and it won't go away. It continues to fight against you, but you fight against it. It doesn't tell me anything other than stuff it tells you. When I hear voices in my head, I go to a doctor, not to those, and not to do what those voices tell me. It's not supposed to do by voice. It does by feeling. Yes, the defect is with my brain. No, there's no defect at all. It's normal stuff that has been magnified by bad information. Unfortunately, this is the way to cure it through lies. Or give into it and cause more problems for yourself. Just like how the college of rest is therapy and treatment, not just be happy. Cures for you is tradition, not just be comfortable in skin. No, learn to be comfortable in skin. I'm not saying you should be comfortable with skin. No one is comfortable with skin. I'm saying to stop lying about your medical sex with the preferred pronouns. Dysphoria will never go away. You always have to fight it. Everyone does. It speaks of feelings as well as words. And it is lying. Resisting will not get rid of it. Learning to accept your body as it was born will help. Will help. She says, yes, I've always had body securities. That's what dysphoria is. They're not feeling the need to change those things in white transition. This is not the same. Actually, it's the same. It's the same stuff, actually. Saying dysphoria doesn't go away, the transition doesn't fix it, does not change the fact that it has for me and others through lies. When I feel that stuff, I ignore it. I'm like, on here. I'd rather be happy through lies than be miserable through truth. But that's not right. With the promise that me, if I do the right thing, I possibly could go to heaven after I die. Actually, that's important. Life secure, but also not just heaven after you die, also better life on earth. A better life on earth. Not necessarily the same kind of life as some other people, but a better life, definitely. With God's help. Continue on here. You always have to fight it. Everyone does. Oh, dear. No, that's not normal, my friend. Yeah, it is. Actually, it is normal. You have to fight it. Temptation to sin is temptation to sin. It will always be something you have to deal with. That's how it goes. Continue on here. You have to start to work out through lies. I know, through truth, actually. Continue on here. Like I said, that doesn't tell me anything other than the stuff it tells me. Dysphoria is not a separate entity. Actually, it is a separate entity. It's an enemy. Must be fought against. It's part of my brain. No, it isn't. That's what it wants you to think. If you are hearing voices inside your head, you need help. Like I say, apparently we both do. You think lying about your sex is the best way to life, and it's one of the worst. You're happy as long as no one tells you the truth about what you have. Rooting the transgender illusion. And you're thinking dysphoria is part of your brain. That's a terrible belief. If it's part of you, yuck. Sorry, hairs. If it's part of you, then you shouldn't resist it. That's exactly what it wants. That makes it easier for it to deceive you and deceiving others. There's more to Christianity than going to heaven when you die. There's learning to live God's way. There's learning to trust that He gives you the body you're supposed to have. So there's no need to transition. No need to lie about your biological sex. Yeah, stop lying about your biological sex. That's the main thing. Stop lying about it. Go. It's not a way through lie. Yeah, it is. Totally 1% is. My gosh, it is. This is something I've done not to be miserable through life. I have a life other than being trans, but it's a huge part of it. So, yeah, way through life. Continue on. Sometimes I just forget about it altogether through lies, because that's wrong. Perfectly fine if people know I am trans, then why transition? So, as long as they don't treat me differently from any other person they meet, it'd be great if that happened. The world ain't perfect. I can do it. I said I'm happy to tell them myself, but then why transition? Then come on. If it's part of you, then you shouldn't resist it. That's my point. I've had my whole life. You've fought it your whole life. You have fought it your whole life. Some of my earliest signs I can remember is when I was a toddler. I remember wishing I could grow a penis way back then. Learned it. You learned it. It's not just about aesthetic. Actually, it is. That is an aesthetic, as well as not. Plus, you talk about dysphoria like it's a saint being, but it's not what it is. It's an enemy. You have to fight against it. Doesn't want to like or hate anything. It does. It wants to destroy you because it hates you. It's part of the devil. So, yeah, there you go. Something that we live a little different with my brain through lies. And like autism or ADHD or OCD. No, definitely not. Not the same stuff. I say, no, it isn't. None of those things tempt you to lie. Dysphoria does, and you're right. It does stem from childhood. Kids get jealous of others too. Go. What's next? Then a person says, well, the depression and OCD are not equally valid because they have different symptoms. Not really. Those are different things. Jealousy and dysphoria do not feel the same. That's the problem. I don't think so. That's the problem. Dysphoria is fear-based, but it's based on what if someone, something goes up, happens because of this other stuff over here. Jealousy. They can work together. So no, I do not feel similar because I say that jealousy does not get so bad that you don't have to spend lots of time of fixing it. Actually, I can't. It's because I'm jealous of my friend's adorable, sweet new horse. This painful. This, well, you're not a new horse. And I say, yeah, dysphoria tells people that what they have is not good enough, creating jealousy. Yeah. Sorry. Next. What you got? Jealousy. Something you are supposed to resist because it tempts you to sin. Dysphoria is not a neurological condition. It's an enemy that must be fought. Look at what it does. We feel waste of time and effort on things that too ill will not get them what they want. How do I get too ill? W? Yeah, W and 2 are next to each other. It's like, and then a person says, what we feel is that the body we have is not the one we belong in. That's a lie. It's not a neurological condition. I say, it's not a neurological condition. I'll need a source for that. I'll work on that. That dysphoria, those part does not present a transition because I say it doesn't. The fact it does. Sure, there will still be some things that trigger dysphoria, like don't persist after transition. Let's see, trigger it. Yeah, like my hips, but that's only because they're ridiculously wide. I can't do anything about it because it's a normal female body. So bad. And I say, you should show me that you can choose sex. Everybody has ears. Your hips are not ridiculously wide. And hips are a person born with ovaries. Feelings come and go as they please. But you can choose how to react to them. This girl says, dysphoria isn't simply a feeling that comes and goes as it pleases. It does. It is. Actually, something that needs to be fixed through knowledge. You treat me like I never before. I've come a challenge in my life. I don't like that. But you haven't. If there were a better way of fixing it, I would have done that. Yeah. No, you wouldn't have. Because you're not. Also, you clearly haven't seen my hips. It's scary. So bad. Not fighting dysphoria the best way possible. You lie away medical sex with firm pronouns, hiding your sexual traits with deceptive clothing is only causing more problems. You're now afraid of people will see through your disguise. The best way to fight dysphoria is to learn that it's wrong about your body. Study the science of your anatomy, human anatomy. And then you'll see that there's no need to lie and say you're something you're not. You are a normal human being. There's no need to transition at all. Because that transitioning is the issue here. Basically, lying and damaging the body to try and help with that lie. I don't like that stuff at all. It is very dangerous and very effed up. There's no need for that because it's important to learn to live with the bodies we have because they're actually real, not the made-up stuff that we want to exist that does not. That's the issue with this bull. And the girl comes along and says, look, I appreciate your honesty. You honestly don't invest for me, but you need to follow the actual science through lies of what medical professionals have studied and said is the best way to alleviate dysphoria through lies. It actually works for me through lies. Here's a study. There's more where that came from. Let's see. Well, we know inequality topics. Okay. Well-being and transgender people through lies. Surveys. You can say a lot of things. You can't actually say what it makes you feel better through the truth. It doesn't matter about feeling. This is not about feeling better. This is about being better. Lying about your biological sex with preferred pronouns and hiding your sexual traits with deceptive clothing is only causing more problems. It is. She says, what problems? I only feel better with these sapphic transitioning. What the heck is deceptive clothing? Baggy stuff that hides your breast and other curves. Binders. Things like that, only feel better through lies, This stuff is hidden, I could lie and say I'm this, because this stuff's hidden. That's where that comes from. Continue on here. She said, I'm not afraid of being found out, why transition? As long as the person that exposed me doesn't get all weird about it, act like I'm a serial killer or something, I'm afraid of anything is getting murdered. Yes, that does happen. It's very close to happening to me. So stop lying. Radical sex. Yeah, the brain is the problem. No, it's not. Not my actual body. No, it doesn't. You gotta say no. However, there are ways other than transitioning. Get rid of this for you. I would have found it. Actually, just you get rid of it. Again, she's trying to get rid of it. You can't get rid of it. You have to fight against it.